Welcome back to the channel. We're sorry we haven't got an actual, I don't know, we put out a video last week, but it was at the truck show because we didn't have much time last week. And then this week, the kids have been on vacation for spring break. We've been doing, well, you can't really tell now, but we have been doing spring cleaning. Everything's kind of messed up now. We have, let me get you flip around here. We've got another lawnmower. This one's actually a fairly easy fix. Got it from a guy, thought it was locked up, but these magnets inside the flywheel, I guess they broke loose and they end up busting the stator. We got a stator for it off of another spare lawnmower that I had, and we're going to try to JB weld the little, there's 4 legs that bolts to. We're going to try to JB weld one of them because it broke off on that smashed. But that's one of the things, well, I don't know if we'll get it done in this video or not because we need a flywheel with some magnets solid, or if anybody knows if they're just glued, if there's something I could put on there to get them to stay in place, could you comment below? Because I've actually got a Polaris 700 that did the exact same thing. And if you go and buy new flywheels, I think this one's not too bad. It's $192. But the Polaris, it's expensive. I can't remember what it was, but it was expensive. But we have that going on. But I think got sidetracked. Back to what I was talking about. We had spring break. We've been cleaning to get the square body in here. We actually, I can't remember if I put in the last video, we have the square body back. But we have this lawnmower too that we've drug in that needs a starter. But we've just been busy spring cleaning, doing stuff with the kids. We have got the Dodge back on the road, put some brakes on it. We have cleaned up and got everything mowed and organized out in our little junkyard. And we have our garden laid out, tilled, fertilized, and actually yesterday put potatoes and onions in the ground. So we've just been busy. It doesn't seem like it'd be a lot of interesting stuff to show on a video. Actually, well, if y'all haven't seen the video from the Mid-American Truck Show, there were some nice trucks up there. Go back through the channel and it's the video before this one, maybe. I still have the tractor pulls. I gotta post that too. But on this video, we are going to swap out a starter on this one. Hopefully have it ready to mow. This one, we gotta pull the deck, sharpen the blades, check over everything, pull the rear end. For some reason on these John Deeres, if you actually look it up through John Deere, it says this rear end's non-serviceable. But we've been having problems with it wanting to leak here and there, like it's building pressure in the transaxle, and it only leaks sometimes, but it gets low and we flush it out and dump more in it, and it lasts about a year, and then it'll eventually, it's just an old worn out lawnmower. We're probably going to end up having this one on the channel to do, I don't know, I think it'd kind of be a cool lawnmower to do a complete rebuild on it. It ain't old or nothing, but it'll be different. But we will get the blade sharpened, the rear end pulled, put back in it. It does need a new battery. The battery started getting a little weak here and there. This one will need a starter. The orange one over here. And then if we have the parts, but I don't think we will. And we're going to finish straightening up that side. We got to move that motor. I just got to put the tiller up. And well, everything we're working on will work over here. And then we'll pull the square body in and start tearing it apart, and that'll be the main probably the main video for, well, we only got till June, so at least the next 2 months. We're gonna put a transmission in it, pull the dry shaft out, put all new U-joints in it. I'm gonna drain the rear def, change the oil, flush the radiator. Might get a different radiator because it was getting warm on me here and there. But I'm either gonna do the radiator or the fan. Might do both. But that'll be our focus, get that ready. And then we also haven't decided if it was a full-blown plan yet or not, but we pulled the minivan up here. We might do, anybody that knows much about Derby and the most wanted, I can't remember what it's called, MWFA or something like that, most wanted fine arts class, that's what it is. It's basically strip it out and go. But I can't decide whether I want to run this in a van class where you can actually put a bumper on it, do a little bit of work to it, some motor mounts, or if I just want to junk it just to see what it'll do. But we haven't decided on that, but we did pull it up here. On days when we ain't got nothing to do, we're going to start actually stripping it, seeing if the kids would be interested in helping do that. And that's about it. We've just been busy moving house stuff around, spring cleaning, organizing, spending time with the kids. And we have been working on junk pretty constantly, but it's only been like 15-20 minutes here and there, just seeing what all the problem was. I was hoping this would be, because I've had a lawnmower before that had a mud dauber stuck up in the flywheel and would not let it turn over, so I pulled it all down. But you all get to see the video of it going back together, starter going on that one, rear end on that one. But that's going to be our next, it's probably going to be 2 or 3 days of video. Might be a decent video, but this will be what we're doing in this video. I'll get right back with you. Oh yeah, and 4-H is coming up. Got baby chicks over here. Got some bannies, either bannies or Old English, and we got some silkies. And then my daughter, she's gonna show 2 ducks. So we had to get them started, and that'll be, I don't know if that'll be a video or not, but we'll be building a pen before too long. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is I'll move all this around real quick so we can get the square body in here, get it parked in here where we want it, and get all the stuff we're working on over on this side of the shop. There you have it. She's in the garage. Now we can see how much room we actually have. Ain't gonna work like I thought. I wanted to pull the bed off and set it over in this area. I might still be able to. I don't know. I might have to actually pull it out one more time. I still got to break those tires down. But the plan is with the bed, I'm going to take some angle, make me 3 different boxes, put some kind of aluminum sheet or something inside of it. And there's going to be a section that'll flip down here, and then there'll be a hinge and it'll flip down here, make a little bed cover for the power tour. Because, I mean, there's not a whole lot to the truck, but I'd like to get it done in case we run into other problems. I'm going to carb swap it, put an HEI distributor in it. I got to change the oil pressure sensor. It's leaking where it hooks into the motor. We're going to change the transmission, put new U-joints in it, check out all the front end, rebuild the front brakes, probably the tie rod ends, check ball joints, go get it aligned. We're getting wheels painted to put on it. That'll be new tires. We are going to put the odor style. It actually will mount right there, but it's like a Bluetooth radio. We are going to put that in here. But other than that, I'd really like to change the dash pad out. But if there's not a lot we get to in the inside of it, we got to do something with this. This window whistles pretty good, where it doesn't close all the way. So we got to do something with that. But I don't know. We're just gonna make it where we know it's fairly decent for the trip, and then take us spare parts, go have fun, drink some cold ones, and hang out and meet some new people. But this is probably the rest for today. I gotta go make some chili, and we're gonna have a little fire tonight, and get up and go to church for Easter, and we will be right back out here and probably most of the day tomorrow. It's supposed to be kind of rainy. That's why I kind of wanted to do this first to get it in there. But this, go to the side. We need to get these lawnmowers out of here. I will get right back with you in the morning after we get out of church, and we will start trying to knock them out. Thank you. And it's another day. Today, we are going to, let me get your flip around there. Today we are going to change the starter on this mower, and hopefully, and just sharpen the blades and little stuff. But I'll show you what this one is doing. Put a new battery in it. It's been sitting something might have ran the battery dead overnight. I need, I guess, to test the battery. Something might have stayed on ran overnight. Just there's a brand new battery put in there. You ever hate when you move stuff around? The main stuff you use, you always go back to where it used to be. Let me sit you down here real quick. Yep, definitely something drawing juice. Just ran that battery completely dead. So, but anyways, I'll get right back with you. I'm going to put the battery on charge, and we'll still go ahead and swap out the starter. Basically, the starter's spinning but not engaging. and making horrible noises. I've got this motor originally came off of this mower. Originally came off the mower. It's got a good starter on it, or it was last year. It's been in the garage this whole time, so. But I will get the battery on charge, and then we'll start taking this apart. I'll be right back with you. All right, we now have our battery on charge. Need to see what size. I think they're star heads, yeah. If you look up in there, there's 2 star heads. I'll pull them out real quick, and that starter should come right off. I'll be right back. All right, there we go, we got it off. It's actually this one bolt. How it sits is kind of sucks, but we got it off there. On this one, there's a little bit more because I got to pull the plastic off. And then there's a little shield over there I have to pull off to get out of the way. That one I just kind of pried back, didn't really care about it. But this one we want to try to keep intact and the way it's supposed to be. But I don't know about you all, but where in southern Indiana, it's been 80 the past 2 days. This morning, woke up to tornado warnings, everything else, and was half-ass warm today, and now it's storming again. It's gonna be 40 tonight, and the high's like 50 tomorrow, and then it's supposed to be below freezing. Spring weather's, well, any weather around Indiana, it seems like anymore, gets crazy. But I'll start pulling this apart, and we'll get right back with you. I might actually, I'll put you a little time lapse here. This is the little shield I was talking about. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and unbolt it there and under here and on the bottom side. I don't know if you can see back in there. My phone won't focus. The bolt's back in there. But I'll pull this shield off, pull that starter off. I'll be right back with you. All right, just got done with supper, got it all put back together. The battery charger is not got it charged enough. It cranked a little bit, and then it was just clicking. So I'm gonna push it back and use actual jumper cables from the car. I don't know, I've been having some problems with them, I think. They might be going bad. They shouldn't be, they've been taken care of in the garage, but everything we mess with, we have problems with, it seems like. When we use the jumper cables, I don't know, but I'm gonna try them and see if they'll work. If not, I'll just shove it back in here and put it on charge tonight, and we'll start back at it after work tomorrow. But when we get it shoved backwards, I'll get it hooked up, and we'll try to start it real quick. There, it's recording this. Film me one time.
Is it recording?
Alright, so we got them hooked up. See if it works. all honesty, can't really beat that. From what I had set for a few years, and we put it on there, and we probably mowed with it twice last year, and then it set again, and it's got old gas in it. And I'm just glad the starter actually fixed it. Seems like everything we mess with has starter problems. We are still waiting actually for the starter to come in for the little purple puller, speaking of that. But yeah, we got it fired up. Let me get you flipped around. We got it fired up, cranked perfect. I get out here and drive it around a little bit, see if the deck still works and all that. I'll record a little bit of that, maybe see if my daughter wants to. Brindley, you want to record me driving it around? All right, we'll do that real quick. We'll drive it around a little bit, flip the deck on, make sure that works. And that'll actually probably be it for today's video. We'll start back tomorrow and start working on the John Deere. But for right now, this is working, and we're going to see what all it'll do. We'll be right back if we get everything situated.
Gucci, 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 Gucci,
It does have just a bad, I don't know, we need to mow with it, put some seafoam in it, service it, change the oil and stuff, but it doesn't exactly run the best right now. But she wanted to try it out. I think it's pretty cool. She's a little too small for it, but it's probably rain. But we'll be right back with you tomorrow. We'll start on the John Deere, see if we can't get the rear end figured out. This one, we're just gonna mow with it for a little bit. It's got a wobble in the deck too. I don't know if we got bearings going bad or what, but we'll get it figured out. We'll get back with you tomorrow. Start on the John Deere. Well, on to another day. Gonna mess with the John Deere today, the rear end. I don't have a whole lot of time tonight. Gotta help the kids with the homework and stuff like that. And we're gonna pop the deck out from underneath it probably tonight and try to get the rear end out of it. I will get everything ready, and then I don't know. Who don't know, I'll show how to drop the deck out of it and get right back with you. On most of these newer ones, it's actually fairly simple. There is, oh, there's a lot of cobwebs under here. Right, it's actually on the other side.
Can you start making them now?
I don't care. There's a pin right there and he's pulled out. And then you got these two right here. Sometimes it's easier. I take this one off up here. That way, whenever you're pulling it out, you ain't got that arm dangling down, getting all up in your way, trying to pull it out the side of the deck. There's two more on that side. There's actually 4 pins on the back, 2 on each side, and there's 1 up front, and then the belt. I usually will drop the deck all the way down. JJ, go on. Some of them, I don't know, some of them probably should have washers on them. You can actually, on this one, you can pop it off up there. You don't have the arms to deal with it all, but on this one I usually do the lower one. That way I can just raise the deck back up. Okay, look at that flathead. And then you got that all loose. The belt just pops off. The belt was actually really loose. But we'll go to the other side and like I said, this lawnmower is just got, like right there, it's just got a bunch of wear on it. But, I mean, it's been a fairly good mower for about, I'd say about 9 years. This one, I must have lost the keeper last time. That one pops out. Then you got these back here again. That one actually has a washer on it, or not quite sure that you would call that a washer. I'm not sure what that is. Cut that one off. Alright, now we got that off. Alright, now everything's clear. You can just drag it right out. The reason we're actually dragging this out is to check the pulleys. And we are going to clean it up and sharpen the blades. Alright, let me get this out of the way and then we'll get set up on this rear end. I gotta go check the grill too. I'll get right back with you. Alright, so now we're gonna go. I just rode that out of the way for now because I need to blow it off outside and it's a little cold outside to be opening the doors. Actually have the heat on in here today. But I found that it was easier pulling this rear end out. That put jack stands under the front and then pull the jack out. Let it come out. Felt like we never really even organized and decluttered this because the storms came in the other night and we moved the wife's car in here. And we just had to move everything around. But we got one more lawnmower out of here yesterday. Hopefully by tomorrow we have another one out of here. And then figure out the tubes on this one. I really ain't messed with it. Get good tires on the front of it and it'll be out of here too. Usually just set them up about like that. This one is not hard to pull out either. What I got that light. You got this bracket here. You got 2 bolts to the frame on each side. You got your belt. And then you got I guess I hit a button there. But you have your belt. You have your, I guess, your brake, clutch, whatever you want to call it. And then you have, you got this, you got your 2 bolts, and you got one more for the hydrostatic. Where is it? It's right back there. I think it's like an 8 or 10 millimeter. Let's pop that off. But we will go ahead and I guess start pulling the bolts. Oh, you got another bracket over there. We'll start pulling these bolts off and get right back with you. Trying to figure out where this thing is leaking from. If it's got a bad vent or it's possible a vent. It's nasty. But alright, I'll try to get this rear end dropped out and get right back with you. Alright, so we got the rear end out. I can't really see up top where it's leaking a lot, but it's definitely leaking somewhere. So I actually found another rear end. I'm just going to see if it's the exact same, but we're going to go ahead and clean this one up real good and see if we can find any place where it's leaking. Check all these bolts. But have our numbers. That rear end's got numbers on it. We'll see if they match. But on this one, the trick, they say it's a non-serviceable rear end. But what I did last time was just pull the fill plug out and turn it over, dump everything out, and put some more in it. Mix it up, dump it back out, fill it back up, and put it together, and it worked fine. Probably doesn't help that our fan, the cooler rear end, has nothing left on it either. It may be the vent. I don't know, might have been dirty. Might be plugged up. Reason why it's leaking, I don't know, but I guess we'll look into it just a little bit more and see. We'll get it all cleaned up and then I'll get right back with y'all. cleaned up. I don't actually know if this rear end is a John Deere rear end. I didn't notice last time. All the turf. Turf Toro. I'm gonna look up the numbers and stuff and see about that. Basically, I popped this cap off up here, and there's actually a magnet. Ours is broke for some reason, but it sits down in there and collects all the metal. If anything comes apart, we did have one little piece there. Well, it's not actually real little, but had one piece in it. Dumped the fluid out. The fluid still looks good. So I am just going to put new fluid in it. And pretty sure that little window right there. Oh, right in here, there's a little window. Just fill it up to the bottom of that. But yeah, our fluid still looks good. I'm not sure where it was exactly leaking from. So it was pushing out vent bad or something like that. But we're gonna check to see if there's a way we can check the vent and top it off. We'll get right back with you. All right, we got some fluid in it. It's nowhere near full because I didn't have as much as I thought I did. I thought I had a whole gallon, but it was only about a quarter. But we will have to run to Rural King, Tractor Supply something and get some more of that. And we will top that off. We'll throw it back under there. I don't know how much of that I'll record, but then we'll let you know how it does and all that. Or may look into that other rear end. I just wanted to show how they say it's a non-serviceable rear end. You could actually change the fluid in it, but I don't know. Kind of a lot to take the whole rear end out and change the fluids, but I mean, if it's messing up, you gotta do what you gotta do. But alright, we'll get some fluid, we'll get it in, and I'll get back with you. It'll probably be this evening or so. Alright, so back again. We gotta get this thing done today. Get it out of here. Or we can get on the square body. We gotta get going with that. But what we have is, I got fluid, topped it off. Now I'm gonna put it up under there, hook it all up. We got a new battery. Yesterday, we're gonna put a battery in it. And I'm gonna clean the deck off, sharpen the blades. And we're gonna try it out, mow with it, see how it does, and hopefully it's done, ready to be out of here. We'll still have to change the oil and stuff, but that's no big deal. But that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna throw this rear end under there real quick, try to get it done, and then I will get right back with you. We'll just clean the deck up, change the battery, sharpen the blades, try it out. I'll get right back with you. Alright, so got started back under there. I got some help with the recording, so I'll be able to record some more of it. But now we just gotta get it lined up. Buddy. Pause it real quick. Bristol, did you grab one of my bolts? Did it go outside with one of all the screwdrivers? Oh, there's a screwdriver.
Yeah. Go.
There was a little short boat on the floor.
Oh.
I seem to think Crystal has found it. Here, watch out, sis. I gotta put this in. Ow. Sis, will you bring me those wrenches?
Oh.
No, the other ones. No, the whole set. Don't pick those up back to the wall either. Hey, no, bring them here. Bring me the whole set. Bring them all here. Grab the whole thing. Huh? No, what?
No.
Now I got this where you can unlock the hydrostatic. Unlock and unlock it. There's that. Bolts. I'm gonna put this one keeper on. And Brooklyn, there should be a bolt somewhere in here about that long. We gotta find that. Yep. This will actually go on this where it hooks in. This one over here has a little keeper. This one, I don't really know the proper name for that. You kind of just press it on there and it grabs it. Doesn't take a whole lot of force to hold it on. Alright, there's that. That's all on. It's kind of odd to me that don't have a bolt. Pretty sure it should. But we have everything in besides this one bolt. We gotta find it. It should be laying on the floor somewhere in here.
Is this it?
Where?
Oh, that's not it.
But we will find this bolt, get it back in, and get right back with you. I might send one of the girls out and let them test drive this while I do the deck. Make sure the rear end's gonna all work right. Need to spray it and clean it up, make sure it's not leaking anywhere. I spilled a lot, well, actually I didn't have the cap all the way on it. I just had it sitting on it and it leaned over too far, dumped out. What? Oh, there it is. Found it. So now I just gotta put these two on it, tighten it up. I will get right back with you when we're done. Well, it is pulling a lot better. It does have a little bit of a noise. Maybe one of the pulleys or something. But it's actually pulling pretty good compared to what it was. I don't know if it just leaks the fluid out or it's just about worn out, but hopefully that'll last a little while. Mow the yard for a little while for my mom, and so we can find another one. That one's just wore out. But all I gotta do now is clean the deck, grind the blades, and put it back underneath there. I am gonna look at that pulley. I'm almost positive that nut's just missing. That may be the noise, I don't know, but I don't want to bore y'all with that. It's kind of a long video on the two lawnmowers, but had to get them done, get them out of the way. The next video you see, we was starting on the square body. We actually ordered the dash. I guess I didn't get a dash pad, I got like a dash cap. I'll have to trim where the cracks are and it'll lay over top of it. That'll work for now because I actually plan on redoing the whole interior, so I don't want to stick a bunch in it. I just want to do a few things for the power tour. But that and the wing windows, we've ordered those. We're gonna go pick our transmission up. Hopefully we can get with the guy and go pick it up maybe this weekend. But we'll do that, then we'll have to get a converter. We can get that all swapped out, U-joints. And then our major thing after that will be the carb swap. But, I mean, we still got 2 months, but I'd rather just get it done. That way if we run in with anything, or maybe we can start doing extras to it. But that's what we'll be on the next video. We'll start tearing it down, taking the bed off of it, draining the fluid out of the rear end, pulling the dry shaft. Hopefully, I don't know if it'll be within that week. We'll start pulling transmissions, and we'll wait for parts to come in, and we'll just, I guess we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, subscribe, comment. If you don't like, then I guess comment too. I don't know. But have a good one.